In this video, we're diving deep into one of the biggest secrets in Fallout 76, how to hit the absolute maximum amount of experience points possible. We're talking full cap XP farming that pushes every system in the game to its limit. Before breaking down the method, let's do a quick test. We're taking down the snake to see what kind of numbers we're pulling. If you didn't know, the XP cap for raid and expedition bosses is 300,000, while for regular mobs it's 4,000. That's the ceiling, and today we're hitting it. So, we start the snake fight. Quick reload, a few well-placed hits to the eye, and that's it. The snake is down. And check this out, 300,000 XP on the board. That's the hard cap, and we just nailed it. Now let's go over exactly how that happened and how you can replicate it. First up, the buffs from your camp. Sleep in any bed for a 5% XP boost, but here's something people forget. If you die, that sleep bonus disappears. So every time you respawn, make sure to take another nap. It's small, but it adds up. Next, the Mothman Totem. If you've got the version from events or the Atomic Shop, activate it for another 5% boost. Don't have it? Keep an eye on the Lighthouse event. It's another way to get the same buff. And finally, the Derby Machine. Interact with it to gain a temporary intelligence boost, which in turn raises XP gains. That's your core camp setup. Rest, worship, and play for free power-ups. Now let's talk builds. Mine isn't anything special, about 10 points in intelligence, and not even maxed out with legendary perks. My intelligence sits around 36, charisma is -3, so it's far from optimized for XP grinding. This is a combat build that just happens to pull huge numbers thanks to stacking the right buffs. And that brings us to the real secret, Lunchboxes. These are pure gold for XP farming. You can earn them from the scoreboard, buy them from the Atomic Shop, or grab some with gold bullion at Foundation. Use 4 Lunchboxes and you'll stack a 100% XP boost. It's one of the biggest multipliers in the entire game. When double XP weekends roll around, that's when you cash in. The event isn't permanent, but whenever it's active, it doubles all XP gained. If you check your buff list, you'll see it labeled clearly. Double XP, gain twice the experience. Combine that with Lunchboxes, and your gains skyrocket. Next, Consumables. The leader bobblehead gives a 5% XP boost, and if you can't find one, grab the intelligence version instead. Pair that with the Live and Love magazine, which adds another 5% XP when playing in a team. Then eat a Tato Stew for 25%, a Scorch Beast Brain for a solid intelligence bump, and a Berry Mentat for an extra 5 intelligence points. Every point of intelligence means more XP. Serums play a part too. For example, Marsupial has a negative intelligence penalty, but if you take a fresh dose every hour, you avoid that penalty entirely. That means more intelligence, more XP. The Healing Factor serum is tricky. It reduces your chem effectiveness, so avoid it if you can. I accidentally took it and can't remove it without losing my omnivore trait, so I compensate by reapplying it hourly to keep my chem bonuses working. If you're running omnivore like I am, make sure you also take carnivore and herbivore serums for the full range of food buffs. That's how you keep your multipliers consistent through the entire session. Now for the numbers that really matter. On stream, I ran a full raid in about 13 minutes. After totaling the XP from that run and scaling it to 1 hour, it worked out to 4.5 million XP per hour. That's massive. But here's where it gets wild. If you farm only the snake for a full hour, you can pull around 6 million XP. That's the upper limit. It's repetitive, it's grindy, but if you've got the setup and the stamina, it's unmatched. If you're not strong enough to handle the raid yet, don't worry. There are 2 great alternatives. The first is West Tek. Drop a survival tent outside, head inside, wipe out the super mutants, then step out and re-enter to respawn them. Repeat that loop for steady XP farming. The second option is to grind the Pit or Atlantic City expeditions. Personally, I prefer Atlantic City. It gives great XP, solid rewards, and feels less repetitive than West Tek farming. But if you can handle it, nothing beats raids. The XP per minute is unmatched. And on top of that, you'll earn tons of mods, legendary modules, and rare 4-star gear. It's efficient, profitable, and incredibly rewarding. So to summarize, build your camp buffs, stack your consumables, activate your totems, sleep often, pop 4 lunchboxes, wait for a double XP weekend, and you'll hit the 300,000 cap on big fights and push over 6 million XP per hour during sustained sessions. It's the ultimate grind setup in Fallout 76, and once you dial it in, every enemy becomes a walking stack of experience points waiting to happen.